Now the other day we were talking about putting the, when I got the lister, you know, with the batteries, I was talking to someone and they said, oh well, it'll be handy if you have a power cut, you know. Well, I got this and I was given it because it hunts several years ago, well a long while ago now, and the reason it hunts is because when you stop it there's a little bit of sponge air filter and it gets flooded with petrol. I'm not even sure if it'll start again now, to be honest. We will see. But I've had it running because it had some stale petrol in and I've not run it for a couple of years, I think. Anyway, I said to someone, can't remember who, I said, well, I'll show you how I connect it, you know, I'll connect this to the house. So, but rather than turn the mains off and connect it up and show you it working, I thought, well, it's a lot easier, isn't it, just to show you it working and running something outside, and then I'll show you how I hook it up. So let's just see if it'll start again, because as I say, sometimes they flood. Alright. Here it comes. And that's because it's running slowly. I'll just tip the camera up there and then I'll show you around. But it doesn't run slow. Right, we've got the running week, as I say. And it runs perfectly, so it'll run the house with a load on. So when it's running your house, you know, with lights and stuff on, it runs okay. We'll endeavour to give you give it a bit of show, but it's running weak, and you'll see it's good fun. It's very expensive, but it is, and they were actually, I think they're a bad Honda. Runs very well, doesn't it? Right. So there you go. It's got a drop of, I'll leave a drop of good petrol in it. If I need it, you know, in the next month, it'll be alright, won't it? Right. I'll now show you how I connect it up. Well, what I've done, you see, is just run a wire into the house. Doesn't have to be just ordinary 3-core wire, earth. And then I just stand it down in that corner and plug it in. Now I'll show you what we do indoors. Right, so you're sat in your house and suddenly the lights go off. I turned it off, obviously, but the electric's gone off. See? Right, so what do? Well, you sit for a few minutes, you know, maybe give them 5-10 minutes, see if they come back on again. They don't, so you go outside to investigate and you see an electric van in the street, and you say, oh, what's happened? And oh, the phaser's gone, you know, how long has it got to be off? All day. Right. So, we want some electric, don't we? Anyway, the first thing you have to do is go around the house and unplug everything, right? In the kitchen I've got plugs here and one over there. I'll not take these out because that's the fridge and the cooker, you see, the microwave. But there's one there, so you unplug that, that's the kettle, right? The other one isn't plugged in. And then, in my house, it's still as it was, and they meanly didn't put any sockets in, so you've probably seen me wiring. You know, I use lots of these. You need them nowadays for these. So I only had one socket there, downstairs, which I swapped to a double. And in the room, there was one in the room. That was it downstairs. So I made some other things. Do you like my clock? I'm just showing you, by the way. I've rearranged things in here, you see, a little bit. Hopefully a bit smarter. So the next thing you have to do, and obviously you'd have to use a torch to find it unless you can reach. I can't reach very well. I need two hands to reach me consumer unit, but that big red main switch, you switch that off, right? And then you're totally disconnected from the mains, bar and earth. Now this is the other end of that wire with a 3-pin plug on, you see, the same. And I've got a knot in it so it won't reach, so someone can't plug it in by mistake. You know, just in case, because we don't want that could be serious, but no, well, it wouldn't be. Anyway, you just plug it in, right, and switch that on. You can have your lights on, obviously. The more light, you can have all the lights on and lamps and things, and it's 800 watt. It doesn't run the fridge, and I wouldn't personally trust it to run my computer just in case. It's I've now got Wi-Fi on that, get that new one, so I would plug that in, you see, and then I've got a computer and thing that I can use. You know, well, I've got two of these. That one works and all, so I might even plug that one in, you see. So anyway, as I say, it's just to be safe rather than sorry, sort of thing. So I would still be up and running, that's what I'm saying, you know. I hope you've liked that little tip for today. And remember, if you want that wrench, that nice old wrench, by the way, just to remind you, if you haven't, and you want a chance of winning it, I said on the 7th, didn't I, which is on Thursday, today's Tuesday. There's still time, you know, go and just pop a comment on there, and then we'll have a draw on Thursday for the wrench. Alright, bye.